Hey guys, welcome to Mike's RC Corner. It's a cool crisp day and we got something new for us. We got the RACENT model, also goes under the VOLANTEX label, the 124 Mini. This is competing with the SCX24. It's a 4x4 crawler truck, trail truck. It's made by EXHOBBY. You could find it under a few different names. It comes white, blue, black. I scooped the black model. It's got some measurements here. We got 228 millimeters in length, 20 millimeters in clearance. It's 102 millimeter, 0.5 millimeters high. Of course, metal gears, and comes with a radio, of course, and all these things. We're gonna get this out of the box, and we'll see how this thing gets going. All right, guys, it's all right here and it's all ready to go. You get your radio, you got a manual, you got an extra battery and a USB charger. The standard fare on the USB charger. Your battery here is a 2-cell Li-ion battery, 380 15C, so that's a nice little battery. It's got your balance plug and a JST style plug. I wouldn't say it's JST style, it could be, but it's very similar. The radios got 4 AA's, and you have the power button here. Now this is a re-release or second, third run of this model. This model's been out for a while, and there's a bit of issue with the original ones that the power button, you would slide it up and it didn't turn it on. It didn't go all the way, but they've seemed to have fixed that a little bit, or I got lucky. You have a steering dual rate, you got a throttle dual rate here, you have a throttle trim and their push buttons. You got a button here for the LEDs. I already got this thing on so you can turn the headlights on and off. It has turn signals, and when you hit reverse, the brake lights come on, but nothing in the meantime. And of course, as all polite crawlers drivers are, even when they're on the crawler courses and out mudding in the back, the turning signals come on. I'm not a big fan of the turning signals at all. I don't know why they put them on. Just leave them on or whatever, or have it a feature you can turn off. It's not a big deal. The radio is okay. It's standard fare. It does the trick. Nothing really to complain about, nothing to really brag about. It's got a nice foam wheel, everything. So it's exactly what you need, and it's actually pretty good for the price point that you pay for this model. I'll leave a link in the notes. Underneath, oh, that's a full-size tire there. Tires do not have foams in it. Oh, we'll just take a quick peek at the manual. Let's see if they have parts in the back. They have exploded part views, but no part numbers. So I think if you run into trouble with this thing, you're probably are going to go towards the SCX type of style, maybe the double Altoid parts. Parts I would see problems with this, if it ever did, probably be the drivetrain, the drive shafts, and you can upgrade the shocks. Everything else I think would be pretty much standard with it. So anyways, it's a nice looking truck. I got the black model, of course. Everything's plastic. It's got this weird system here where you got to take these clips out. So I'm gonna take the clips off quick, and we'll have a quick look, see what's underneath the hood. Okay guys, so I got the clips off, and I highly suggest, if you're a person like me, use some needle nose pliers. Makes it go quicker. It's a real tight spot. I'm no fan of this system. You have to be a little careful when you take this apart, because the wires are all there for the LEDs. Makes for a bit of a pain if you want to change the battery out, because that's how it's gonna have to come out. Hope you can see this all. So there's the battery, of course, the same style battery that came with it. You got this like 180 size motor. Everything is pretty typical standard here. Your ESC combo there. You got bumpers. We've seen this all before. Nice light controller board though. This is a hard body, but overall this package is pretty comparable to what it would weigh for an SCX24. One nice thing about it is this side is the side there's a power button, so if your battery isn't fully discharged, you don't have to take the body off in order to turn the ESC on. You just reach your finger up and you can press that button to turn this on and off. So we're going to put this all back together and we'll take it out for a spin. Okay guys, I thought this would be real cool before taking it for a spin, to show you the competition and class this is in. We have the deadbolt here, which is hopped up. We got a big lipo in it, upgraded shocks, longer shocks, and we got some comp style tires. 2 or 3 years ago, the RGT Adventure came out. This is also under the CR Hobbies, the CR24, and you can also find it under Element, the Enduro. They ripped off. It's all the same OEM. This thing's been done over a few times. That is a single cell battery in there. These other models all are 2-cell. This guy is like super light, but he's actually a really good crawler, and we'll do a video again how good the crawls on this course. And of course, this is the WL Toys 2428 model that came out within the last 4 or 5 months of the release of this video. So altogether, we're going to give these a run, or this one a run, and we'll see how it goes.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, we got it all ready to go, and we'll give this thing a try. I think I got some weak batteries in the controller, so well, hopefully it lasts. We can see it is driving up the crawler course really well. And I'm overall quite happy, pleased with how this truck runs. No problems whatsoever. We should have some pretty decent sized lump and bumps here, and it just goes up and over, no problems. Now it is a little jumpy. I wonder if we can bump that down a bit. Slow it down a bit. Now this is where it gets a little tricky here. A lot of these smaller RCs have issues going on the PVC pipe. Whoop. And so far so good here. For that $80 price point, you really can't complain. It's probably about less than half the cost of a SCX24. There was issues with the first one. I'll show you right here. A lot of people were showing binding, especially when you were pressing down the front. But now it's run smooth. They addressed that problem. And also as you turn, no problems either. So the second or third run of this model, they have addressed those issues. We've already shown you going there. We'll put her up over here. We'll go back up. We'll get her up over here, going here. We got a little bit of side hill there going. It tackled that quite well. And we'll take her uphill. There's some ruts there between the boards that really get these crawlers tangled up a bit. You need a little finesse and skill to do it and get a good line, but she managed to get through. So we go through here and loop around. A lot of fun. And we'll try take it down this part of the course. This is a little tricky, very narrow. As you see, the drag brake is good on it, as you're on a pretty steep decline here, and it handles it quite well. Woohoo! Cool little crawler. If I was to compare it, I'd probably say it's better than the WL Toys model. Definitely worth your time and energy, as it just easily got up that there. It's a pretty cool little truck, and for the price you can definitely work with it with the tires and the shocks, tune it up, and probably even put a different motor in and stuff if you want to go that route, really go crazy with like enduro stuff, and really have it almost pimped out, probably just for a couple bucks more than you would get if you bought a stock SCX24. And that'd be like changing the shocks and the tires, things like that, just running the same motor and everything. So things to chew on. It's definitely a capable crawler, and I give it a thumbs up. I know a lot of the original releases had a lot of gripes, and it definitely, or how you call that, it definitely does have a little bit, it doesn't have that nice slow roll rate when the battery's like freshly charged. Going uphill, it's pretty good, but can you get it to do that real creep? That's the key that you want to know. So it seems to, you can give it a bit of trigger. You probably got about that much before she starts rolling. Sometimes with that hard body, she lurches a bit and gets going, especially on the downhills where you want that little extra control when it's a little trickier. But things you can work on, I'm not sure if the dual rate, you can slow it down a bit. Oh yeah, that seems to be slowing her down. It makes it a little more manageable. Obviously you're going to lose a little bit of speed, but you're going to get it on something else too. So alright guys, we're going to turn this thing around. We're going to crawl back up and we'll put an end to the video. Yes, the dual rate really slows it down, and the cool part about it is you can just dial it right back up. Just like that. So guys, thanks again for tuning in to Mike's RC Corner. Hope you liked this video. I was thinking this was going to be a short video, but it turned out to be quite the long video. I want to really show you what this thing could do and what all came with it. Definitely I'll have a link in the notes. Thanks for tuning in and watching Mike's RC Corner.